My name is Gertha Cochran. I am great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, and very proud to be.
What What do you believe in, Grandma?
I believe in God. It is our supreme being. God can do anything but fail. He's the only one that can do what no one else can do. And he is not a man, he's a spirit. So he's not a man that he should lie or even could lie. If he said it, it will be. And he said he'll never leave us nor forsake us. And that's what I believe. God is always present with us.
Grandma, where were you born?
I was born in a little town in Arkansas called Smackover. Smackover, Arkansas, Union County.
When did you move to Minnesota?
I moved to Minnesota in 1964. I was pregnant with my daughter, Lynette, Joyce Lynette. She was born here. We came here because my mother was here. My mother had came here to take care of a niece that was very ill, and she remained. She never came back. And she just always said, I wish that my grandchildren could be raised around me. So she finally convinced me and my husband to come to Minnesota to live. We were very excited about moving to Minnesota because my mother said there were good job opportunities here. When I first came, I worked as a maid, I believe, at the University of Minnesota, and my mother didn't like that. She said, I want you to do better than me. That's what I'm doing. I don't want you to do that. So then I got a job at First Bank, downtown Minneapolis, and there I remained 30 years. I started out as a clerk, and when I left, I was a supervisor of the proof department. And my husband got a job. He went to school to be a welder, so he got a job as a welder. When we first came here, we lived with my mother for many, many months. And then we finally got an apartment of our own. And eventually we bought the home over on Park Avenue.
Okay.
And that's where we raised all our children. 4 girls and 1 boy.
And what was that like, raising 4 girls and 1 boy?
It was okay. It was good. My husband worked days and I worked nights. So we never had to have a sitter. And of course, we had to, really be on a schedule. Like some nights I come home and they hadn't cleaned the kitchen. I get them up. I didn't have to do that too many times because they didn't like getting up.
You get them up whenever you got
I come
in.
home and that kitchen was a mess, and it would be close to midnight when I came home. And I'd say, uh-oh, you gotta get up. So I didn't have to do that too many times, but we did pretty good. We did pretty good with the kids. We went to church every Sunday. And when I had my days off, we'd have picnics in the backyard. And I would always tell people, oh, I'm so glad my kids are off today. And they'd say, what? I said, yes, I like to be off. I like to spend time with my children. Yeah. Eventually, my husband and I, something happened. Anyway, we got a divorce. And I remained there in the house till all the kids were grown. And then I eventually remarried and moved to where I am right now. And then we had my husband and I, he was a good man, so very good to me. He had no children, so he just accepted mine as his. In fact, 3 of them were his godchildren. So we had a good life, and until he passed away. But in the meantime, one of my grandchildren, unfortunately, got on drugs, and she had 5 kids, and nobody would take them, so I took them. I took them because I did not want them in foster homes. I did not want somebody raising them that they didn't know, and they didn't know the children. And I wanted to keep them all together. I thought they would do a lot better if they had each other. So I did my very best, and that's where I'm at now. That's why. And in the meantime, my husband died, and then I lost my son, and I lost a daughter, and then I went to work after he died, but then I had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't work anymore. In the meantime, the house needed so much repair, and we would patch it here and patch it there, but we never could just get a complete thing done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I am right now, asking for help to get my house renovated and make the kids proud again, you know, of where we live. Sometimes they don't like to have people over because I understand. Mm-hmm. But that's where I'm at now. I've never really asked anybody for anything, but I'm asking, is there anybody out there that will help me renovate my home and get it up to par? I would be very grateful. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God would bless them unconditional. He would bless them. Mm-hmm.
Grandma, tell me this. What would it be like for you to be proud of your home? For the grandbabies that live here with you to be proud of their home?
Just to have the interior, because someone already had told me that they would paint the exterior.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have the interior repaired. There's a lot of holes in the wall. There's some windows missing. And we have screen doors that don't close by themselves. And just a lot of stuff like that. The back door needs to be replaced. Some of the doors in the house needs to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Just little bitty things. They're not little bitty things because they cost a lot of money.
Right.
But if that would happen, I would be so happy.
Yeah. So I want you to visualize it, Grandma, for a second. Close your eyes and imagine that you got everything you needed to get the house fixed up, and it's 6 months into the future, and all the work is done, and you wake up into your home. What's that like for you, Grandma?
It would be beautiful. I would thank God and be happy. And the kids are all old enough now, they will take care of it and be happy. They will be proud to take care of it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that would make my day.
What's your favorite Bible verse? Can you share that just for people?
One of my favorite Bible verses is, "Be ye not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good." And that's found Romans 10:20. Be ye not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good.
I hope. Thank you, Grandma. Anything else you want to add?
No. I just want to thank everybody for listening. Whoever's will be reading or listening to this, thank you so very much. And God is real. Whatever you reap, you're going to sow. If you do good, you'll receive good. If you do bad, unfortunately, it will be bad.